and assert their authority. These boys have spent years under no one's authority. This is the main problem. So please don't speak for me and my boys. Me and my boys are not terrified of the police because we respect the police and accept their authority. That's because they first had to respect me as their father and accept my authority. Actually, one of them wants to be a police officer. We are terrified of the black men that kill each other in the black neighborhoods every day. We are afraid of the black men that threaten us and call us coons, and Uncle Toms for desiring to live in a peaceful and successful life. We are aware of the fact that 93% of all black homicides are by black men. Justice Bureau statistics. If you really want to help fatherless boys like yourself, stop using fear tactics and guilt trips. Help promote legislation like equal shared parenting that helps divorced dads and single dads have more time with their children without paying more support. Help get legislation passed to make child support more fair and equal. Fund programs like #Good Guides, #Good Girls that help young black youth have safe sex until marriage, respect police, develop work ethic, and accomplish their goals. Stop blaming the police and help build better fathers. Stop saying police need more training and train more dads, and have young black boys on the rule of law and police protocols. Remember there are millions of black and brown boys out there that are not being killed by police. They are alive and doing quite well. How? When we obey the law, comply with police, and if the police does something wrong or unethical, they live to fight in court and not on the side of the road. Signed, Patrick D. Hampton. Now, if that letter doesn't reach LeBron, he purposely, I swear, doesn't want to read it. But that's true. And Black Lives Matter, they want to disrupt the nuclear family. Says it on their website. Says it in their mission statement. The nuclear family is what helps children. 2-parent households, mom and dad. Not every kid has it, but every kid should. Every kid should have 2 parents that love and want them to succeed in this world. And yeah, sometimes you got to be the authority. Like, he's got that right. Your kid has to respect you and understand that what you say is law. At least in this house. At least in your house. That's just the way it's got to be. You gotta teach your kid to respect the law, to fight it in court if it has to go there. Because if you try to fight on the side of the road, we've all seen what happens. Time and time again. We hear about it time and time again. It's a never-ending cycle if you don't teach it. If you don't teach your children to be better people, to be a productive member of society, to be a good person in the community. That stuff's taught. It's ingrained. Just like we all know, racism, that's taught. We've all seen white and black kids play at the park. We've all seen all the kids get together and go run and play tag. We've all seen it. So we know it's not born into you, it's taught. Like I've always said, stay consistent. You have to stay consistent. If one is taught, how is the other one not? You don't have to like the police, but you ought to respect them if they stop you. Might get you a lot further than if you try to be an asshole. And people might not like that. They might not like that's the truth, but it is. And it might be irritating, and it might make everybody and their mama mad, but it is the truth. And I got 2 more articles with that really, when I read them, I was like, damn, how, man? Or good, like it's good that they're going in. And like this one, Kamala Harris was ripped for flip-flopping on rioters after she asked for donations to bail them out of jail. Yeah, she did that. Vice presidential nominee Kamala Harris asked supporters in June to donate to Minnesota's rioters who were arrested in a tweet, now earning her criticism after condemning rioters' violence this weekend. If you are able to chip in now to the Minnesota Freedom Fund to help post bail for those protesting on the ground in Minnesota, Harris tweeted on June 1st, just days after the Memorial Day death of George Floyd, Over the weekend, Harris and Democratic presidential Joe Biden condemned the violence seen in recent days, specifically in Oregon, Portland, where one person was shot dead Saturday night. I join at Joe Biden in condemning this violence. This cannot and must not be who we are. Americans deserve a president who will bring healing and bring our people together, not a fan of flames of hate and division. Now, Tom Cotton resurrected Harris's tweet on Sunday, slamming it as a flip-flop on the support for rioters who caused destruction in multiple major cities across the country. And that's true. She did. And the fact that we have elected officials that did back the rioting at one point, now they're like, no. It doesn't look good. And somehow people still want to defend that. I don't understand why you would want to defend somebody that literally flip-flops on something that's literally devastating people all over these major cities across the United States. That just doesn't make any sense. These are bad elected officials that have no place in Congress, in the Senate, anywhere, and definitely not as a vice president. Now, the final one, this one's kind of sad, but it's real. What did Governor Walz and Mayor Frey think was going to happen? Minneapolis business owners stunned after discovering insurance won't be enough to cover cost of cleanup after riots. Business owners in Minneapolis are scrounging for answers after discovering that insurance money will not be enough to cover cleanup costs after rioters ransacked neighborhoods and hollowed out storefronts, according to a report published Monday. This is by the Daily Caller. Owners are being asked to fork over between $100K and $300K for construction companies to demolish and eventually hollow away buildings that were all but destroyed after May riots. The Star Tribune reported that they are shocked and increasingly desperate as most insurance policies only cover $25K in demolition costs, the report noted. We were really upset about that, Jay Kim, a property owner in the city, told Star Tribune. We thought that was high, but we didn't know the cost of demolition would cost at the time. Kim's insurance policy only covers $25K for the cost of flattening and what remains of his business so he can rebuild, the reports noted. Rioters and looters began destroying in sections of the city shortly after the death of George Floyd. I think it's price gouging and should contact the Attorney General Andrea Jenkins, Vice President of the Minneapolis City Council, told reporters after calling the price increase an example of capitalism run amok. Contractors are dismissing such claims, as contractors should. This is the same city council that wanted to defund the police, the same city council that backed the rioters, the same city council that backed the violence, the same city council that backed the burning of the buildings. And they sure did back it because they did not condemn it. Costs associated with government regulations requiring construction contractors to treat all debris from torched buildings as hazardous is one of the biggest reasons why prices for removal are so high, according to Don Rachel, CEO of Rachel Contracting, a large contractor in the state. We aren't taking advantage of anybody, Rachel told the Star Tribune. Some people might have sticker shock, but how do they know? Most of these folks have never had to wreck a building. A contractor first offered demolition. Faisal, I'm not going to demog, said store Chicago Furniture Warehouse for $18K before the price increased to $133K. He told the Star Tribune, DeMaeg's insurer will only cover $25,000 from the Lake Street Council, has agreed to bridge the gap, kicking in another $25,000, the report noted. So he's only got $50K to even, and he's still short $83,000. The Lake Street Council is a nonprofit serving many businesses in Minneapolis that created an online fundraising campaign to help small businesses rebuild after the riots. All of the city councils came and looked, but it's almost 7 weeks now and no answer. Yeah, because they allowed that shit. Minneapolis City Council, with Keith Ellison's son on it, that rocks with Antifa, they let the city burn. And then like this guy, I don't want to butcher his name, but it's Abdi Alabi, told the Star Tribune that he is struggling to find a contracting company willing to demolish his 32,700 square foot retail complex. One of 3 contractors from whom he sought bids told Albee that it cost $363,000 to take away the debris, the report noted. I don't know what to do, Albee, said Albee, who told the Star Tribune that he will have only $200,000 left to rebuild after paying off his $3.4 million mortgage. I think the city should have helped us more, but they haven't. City's not going to help. You're not going to get, there is no financial aid coming from FEMA. They did not help in Baltimore. I highly doubt they're going to help Minneapolis. I just didn't see why they would. If they didn't help Baltimore, why would they help Minneapolis? Governor Walz made it clear that Minneapolis can handle it. They couldn't. You need to blame Governor Walz for that. Governor Walz, Mayor Frey, that city council, they let that city burn. They let all those cities get destroyed. Not all those cities, but they let all the stuff in the city get destroyed. Let's be honest. That's what they did. Keep it a buck. I feel horrible for those people in South Minneapolis right now that got to go through that with that city council and the governor and the mayor. That's beyond horrible. But it's on them that's why those cities were burnt down. I won't hear it any other way. You made it so the police couldn't they had to abandon the station, which is literally on the street where most of this was burnt down. But you know one thing, I'm going to pray for them. That's all I can do. I hope that they're able to rebuild, but I don't know why they would want to rebuild there anyways. So if they riot again, they can burn it down again? What says they won't? What says they won't? They burnt down a building that wasn't even finished being built yet. Low-income housing apartment. Wasn't even built yet. And they burnt it down. So, I really don't know. And like I said, this was a big-ass episode. I had a lot to go over. I had a lot of information. I had a lot to say. So if you stuck it out this far, I do appreciate you. Thanks for locking in with your boy. You can unlock now. Definitely keep it a buck. Stay real. Stay safe. Stay blazed. And stay blessed. And you already know the deal. It's Petrov. And we out. The description's going to be in the description's going to be below. Holla at your boy. If you got anything to say, if you got any ideas, anything like that, you already know my descriptions are going to be below. Holla at me. Peace.